Hey YouTubers and toy train lovers. I had a question from one of my subscribers. He recently bought a post-war spotlight car or floodlight car, whatever you want to call them, like the one you'll see to the left. And he also bought an aquarium car. And he got them on eBay, and the seller said they ran just fine. And he put them on his layout and couldn't get them to work. The spotlight car very dimly turned on, but it wouldn't revolve. So instead of returning them right away, he said he bought other items from this fellow and they were always good. So he wondered what he'd done wrong, and I asked him, well, what engine was he using to pull them with? And he said Mike's Train House. Trying to remember what they're called. Rail King. So I experimented with, I've got the same kind of aquarium car, and although it's MTC, it's an exact copy of the original post-war, and this is a post-war spotlight car. And I only own one Rail King car. I'm going to run that around the track right now. And I discovered what his problem was. Notice you barely can see the spotlight car going light. It's not revolving. The aquarium car has its light on, but it's not revolving. And I'll bring this around and shut it down. Something that I was never really aware of. And I'm going to swap out this Texas Special Rail King with a Lionel little Alco. It's a 210 Texas Special Alco. Me second, I'll get this mounted on the track correctly. Coupled correctly. Come on. There we go. Now let's try the 210 Lionel Texas Special and see what happens. It's neutral. Saw it, but the aquarium car was going. The spotlight car is really going. I suppose if he'd put his Mike's train house in neutral and turn them up all the way, like I will with this spotlight car's noisy. So is the aquarium car. This is turned up to about, on the CW80 is turned up to about number 60. And what I discovered was the Mike's train house takes a lot less volts to run around the track than this Lionel or any of my Lionels. And these were made for the old Lionel trains, and they were made to use about the same voltage that the engine would, a locomotive would use. Let's back it up. That's a loud reverse. So we just put this Lionel in the neutral, and you'll see these are going just fine. And I took my old 40-year-old Radio Shack multi-tester and tested the Mike's Train House Rail King, and it only took about 7 volts to run it at a respectable speed around the track, and it took this Lionel well over 10. And once you got up to 11, both the cars started going. Pardon me, both the aquarium car and the spotlight car started working. And at 12, they worked just fine, and I wasn't going too fast, so I was going to derail. But there's your answer. I know Mike's Train House sells the spotlight cars and the aquarium car, and I bet you anything they're set to run at a much lower voltage than the old Lionels. So there's something I wasn't aware of. I always assume these Mike Train House probably used a little less volts, but you have 2 can motors compared to 1 open frame motor, and now we see it, now we understand. It's just a matter of volts. And I told him, just put a gondola filled full of marbles or something on his train if he wants to use his Mike Train House engine, and it'd add more weight and obviously take more volts to run it around. These Mike Train Houses are supposed to pull, these Rail Kings are supposed to pull over 20 cars. So these Lionels certainly were never made to pull that many. But I learned something. Hopefully you learned something. And if you run these aquarium cars, I absolutely love mine. A lot of them don't work anymore. Move this up a little. And you hear a lot of noise from this, and that's really you don't hear it when the trains are going. Trains make so much noise as it is. This jerky, just the one part of the reel that goes around and it wants to slow down. Let me put this back on the spotlight car. Get some more noise. So anyway, we learned a little something today. Some of you probably already know it from a lot of Mike's Stringhouse. I only have the one pair of F units that someone gave me as a gift. And I really like them. They're nice, but I'm an old timer. I'm 73 years old, and I enjoy my older post-war and pre-war Lionels and American Flyers. A lot of people don't know that pre-war American Flyers run on 3-rail tracks just like a Lionel. They're not S-gauge, and I've got a few of those. So at any rate, thanks for watching, and bye-bye. I should add, I finally got my tripod. I lost it and bought one in the mail, and I searched this whole house, could not find my tripod, and I needed it to make this film, and I got this one for like $11, and I bet you anything within a week I'll find the original one that I lost. Okay, bye.